All right, everybody, this is Sheets, and yeah, so we kind of forgot to do the golf content yesterday. Just kind of ran out of time, and we do only have a couple of hours before lock. So I just wanted to, I guess, share with you, I guess, my process and how I came up with what I'm doing. So this is going to be not normally what I do. I'm just going to basically highlight my top plays, and if that works out for you, it works out for you. And I will show you a little bit of how I came to it. So what this is just kind of like ranks the guys based on based on value. And these are just kind of just in order, my top values. So then what I do is I just see which of these, how these guys rate relative to ownership. So what I'm doing today is I'm not playing like 150 lineups. If I did, I would have SaberSim what I would do is really I would take take my projections, import them into SaberSim, and have them create kind of like a whole bunch of lineups that factor in both ownership and projection. But I built these by hand, so I just want to just again, it's not usually what I want to do, but this is just kind of like my top pick. So these are like my top picks kind of ranked by value. But then what I do is I kind of like look at the average ownership and see and kind of prioritize that way. Like, for example, Harman I have as my top pick, and he's also only about 11% owned. So I'm really highlighting that. And these next two guys, Carlos Ortiz and Tom Hoge, other value plays. Again, they're three of my top, two of my top picks, and they also are less than 10%. So these are the guys that I kind of want to focus in on, and Scott Kiersey also. And then after that, you do have to kind of put in some studs, somebody that going to fill in salary, right? So my top play is going to be Daniel Berger, and yeah, I'm definitely eating some ownership with him, but with the other guys in there, I think it kind of fades it, makes it a little more palatable. Sanjay M, again, one of my top picks. If I can get up to Simpson, I could, but I found it difficult to get to both Berger and Simpson. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get lineups with them in. Answer is fine, a little popular. English is fine, a little popular. Henley's fine, a little popular. Then you come down to these other values like Sepp Straka. He, again, I rate him as kind of like a top 10 value, and yet he's only 7% owned. So for me, that's kind of the way I'm prioritizing him. And then Billy Horschel, I don't think I have enough of him. So he's going to be maybe the last thing I adjust. Let me just kind of see what my ownership is like on the other side here. No, I got 25% of him, so he's fine. So these are the guys that I'm kind of highlighting. Just to kind of throw out there, two guys that I really went back and forth on. One was Cam Davis, and the other was Hideki Matsuyama. And at one point in my process, I had Hideki as almost a lock, and then at another point, I had him at almost 0. So I don't know what to do with him. I ended up playing him only like 10%. That could be a mistake. Because like I said, I mean, look, he's kind of a top 15 value for me, and he's only 10% owned. So maybe that's a mistake that I'm going to have to kind of tweak a little bit. We're going to see. As a matter of fact, do I have him in my big one? No, I don't. Ooh, but thank you. Thank you, everybody, for reminding me to do this, because I just realized that I had a duplicated lineup, which definitely don't want. So I'm fixing that on the other page right now. Oh goodness, yeah, I'll get down to. I made another Doug Gim lineup over here. And the other guy that I went back and forth on was Cam Davis. At one point, I had him at 75%, and then I dropped him to like 15, so I had him at like 25%. And then the other guy, Brandon Todd, I'm not too confident in him, but he's filtered in through my lineups as well. So hopefully this helps. Again, this is not the usual thing I want to do. I didn't go through all the details on how I got to all this stuff. This is really the end of the long week of process. But if you want to just use this as part of your builds, that's fine by me. It doesn't matter to me. That's about all I have. Good luck today.